Hello students, today we are going to start the chapter Agreement of Subject and Verb. My dear students, before starting the chapter, let us go through the definition of sentence. You have studied in your smaller classes, a group of words which have complete sense is known as sentence. A sentence contains a subject and a verb. My dear students, the subject and verb in a sentence, they should agree to each other. They complete each other. That we are going to study in this chapter. In order to make the sentence grammatically correct, the verb must agree with the subject in number and person. That is the definition, that is the meaning of the agreement of subject and verb. Here, according to the number, you have studied nouns of two types, countable and uncountable. And in the countable noun, there are two, singular and plural. Singular noun, which is one in number, plural, more than one. So, according to the subject, the verb used to come in the sentence. For example, we take a sentence where the subject is singular. The book. Book is the noun, here is the subject which is singular. The book is lying on the desk. Now here the verb is the helping verb, that is lying on the desk. So verb is also singular is. Same time if the subject is plural, that is the books. Now here the verb also will become plural. The books are lying on the desk. Now here there is slight difference between the plural noun and the plural verb, singular noun and singular verb. Just they are opposite to each other. In the case of noun, if the noun is singular, it will not have s except few, like mathematics, gymnastics. These are the nouns which ends with s. But normally if we talk, the plural nouns contain s. But in the case of the verb, it is just opposite of that. The singular verbs, they contain s. For example, sit, sit, sit will become sits. So that is singular verb. In the case of noun, we have studied that the plural noun used to end up with s. But in the case of plural verb, it will not have s. So here we are going to study certain rules which should be followed to agree the verb with the subject. Now rule 1, if the subject is singular, it will take a singular verb, and if the subject is plural, it will take a plural verb. For example, Soumya teaches poor children. Now here subject is Soumya and the verb is teaches. Soumya, single person, and the verb singular, that is ending with teaches, teaches, teaches. So if the subject is singular, the verb will also be singular. While if the subject is plural, it will take a plural verb. For example, the books. The books are lying on the desk. So here the subject is plural. So the verb, helping verb are is plural. Now our rule 2. Two or more singular subjects. Just take notice of that. Two or more singular subjects joined by the conjunction and conjunction and take a plural verb. You have studied the role of the conjunction. Conjunction used to join two phrases or two sentences. Now the conjunction and, when it used to join two or more singular subject, it will have the verb which will be plural, such as John and Jane. Here two subjects are there, John and Jane, and as conjunction and lies between both, so here the verb will be plural, that is are. John and Jane are the best friends. Now let us come to rule 3. If there are two subjects in a sentence but together, two subjects but they are together, they refer to one idea, in that case a singular verb is used. For example, bread and butter. Usually bread and butter, though they are two subjects, but still they join together to make one. So here the verb will be singular. So let us hear the example is, bread and butter is my favorite breakfast. So bread and butter, though two subjects, but it is considered as one idea, and thus the verb is singular, and that is. Now let us go through rule number 4. Rule number 4 says, when a collective noun is considered as a single unit, collective, any group which is taken as a one, such as take the example of team. So when a collective noun is considered a single unit, it takes a singular verb. For example, the cricket team. Here the players are as a team, so it is a single, it has been taken as a single unit, so the verb, it will be singular verb. The cricket team was extended a warm welcome at the airport. Next rule, if the members or unit that make up the collective noun are considered as individuals, means they are taken as separately, then we use a plural verb. For example, the members of the jury. Jury is a collective noun, but here the members of the jury, it means the jury has been here the members are taken individually. So as the members, the subject members are plural, so here the verb will be plural. So the members of the jury are still divided on their opinion. Now if we were taking just if the subject was jury, so here the verb would change, because jury, it would be taken as a single unit. So the example would become, the jury is still taking on its opinion. But here the members, the example is the members of the jury. So now the verb, as the subject is plural, so the verb is also plural, and that is are. Rule number 6, some nouns which end in s take a singular verb. For example, gymnastic, and as I said, the example mathematics, though they are ending with s, but still they are singular. So here verb will also be singular. Gymnastics is an Olympic sport. Next rule, we use a plural verb with quantifiers such as both, few and many, while much always take a singular verb. For example, both Sonam and Sheena learn vocal music. So both Sonam and Sheena learn vocal music. So here both is the quantifier and the verb is learn, that is plural verb. Next rule says, when two or more subjects in the singular are joined by the conjunction either, neither, either or, neither nor, or and nor, the singular verb is used. For example, either Rahul or Shyam is responsible for the mistake. Now here though two subjects, but they are taken used with either or, so the verb is singular. Next rule, there is one, let us go through. However, when either or, neither nor are used with two subjects, in the first case we have studied that when either or neither nor is used, the singular verb is used. Now what, let us see here. Next one, when either or, neither nor are used with two subjects, one of whom is different from the other. Two subjects are there, but they are different from each other in number or person. The verb agrees with the subject nearest to it. Either the king or the princess are leading the army in battle today. Now here two subjects are there, king and princess, and both are different from each other. One is singular, another one is plural. So in the number, as they differ in the number, according to the rule, we will take the subject which is close to the verb, and that is princess here. Princess is plural, so the verb also will be plural. So either the king or the princess are leading the army in battle today. Now next is rule 10. Titles of the books, that is names of the books, magazines and films, even if they contain plural nouns, take a singular verb. A Flight of Pigeons, this is the title of a book which was written by Ruskin Bond. So here, though pigeons plural, but it will contain the singular verb. So example is, A Flight of Pigeons by Ruskin Bond is a delightful book. Now next rule says, words or phrases for money, time and distance, take a singular verb. Rupees 200, though it is more than one, but still it will contain singular verb. Rupees 200 is enough for a child's weekly pocket money. Rule 12 says, singular nouns that represent an entire class or are plural in meaning, take a singular verb. The family. Now here family, all the members are considered as a single unit, family. So here the verb will be singular. The family is returning tomorrow. Rule 13. When the subject has two nouns or pronouns joined by connector like as well as, or with, along with, in addition to, and together with, the verb agrees with the first one. Once again, let us repeat the rule. When the subject has two nouns or pronouns and it is joined by connectors like as well as, with, along with, in addition to, and together with, the verb will agree with the first one. If it is plural, then the verb will also be plural. If it is singular, then the verb will be singular. Now let us go through one example. The captain as well as his teammates. Now here we are seeing two subjects. One is captain, another one is teammates. Captain is singular while teammates plural. But as the rule says that the first subject will be taken for the verb, and the first subject, that is captain, it is singular. So the verb also will be singular. So the example, the sentence will be like this. The captain as well as his teammates is happy with the score. Now rule 14. When words like each or every are used before a noun, the verb is singular. Each day brings fresh possibilities. So word each, here the verb will also be singular, and that is brings. So my dear children, this is all about the agreement of the subject and verb. Take care, revise it, go through it, complete the exercises. Soon you will get the answers, and then You can match your answers and verify it. Till then, take care.